Guys, I know it's been a long time, but we're back in business. So, the reason I've been out for a bit is because of finals. Now, those who don't know what finals are, whatever that might be, is college finals. Let's say a lot of stress and stuff goes into that. And so, a lot of people have experience with finals, and a lot of people stress out. So if you've ever heard the word stress before, it's probably because someone had finals at one point. Or if you don't go to college, then great, you just mitigated yourself a lot away from a lot of stress. It depends on the classes you take, though. It also depends on the kind of teachers you have and kind of things like that. And I probably should not lean back and forward all the time because of the freaking mic, right? But anyways, so basically the reason for the delay in video content is because of the stress caused from lots of tests and exams and projects and presentations. For example, I'll just get you to lay down on what I had to go through, and then you can be like, oh wow, that's kind of crazy, or wow, that's easy. Depends on how you feel, right? So here we go. We had a math exam. This is worth 150 points. Dang, this is a lot of stuff, right? Now, you can't really get into much of this content there because, it's stuff about tests and things like that for future reference. You gotta lay low, right? But basically, math exam, right? This is a 1040 math exam. I don't know if you guys ever been like that, but it's statistics. It can get pretty complicated. And so we had math. Okay, then we had a management presentation. Now, this was a business proposal sort of thing, a marketing position presentation where you have to a person, tell them like, hey, you should implement our strategy. And so we had that with a group. You had to do a paper for it, and then we had to do a presentation. It was a pretty big deal, and it was pretty serious. It was good though. I really liked it. And then we also had to do, so that was two. I had a Spanish project. It was a portfolio of the work that we've done through the year, and also a cultural presentation. So a presentation, and then that's 3 classes. Let's go. Let's keep going. Oh my gosh, it's been so long I forgot what the freak other classes I had. When you try to think of something, that like you can't think of it. Anyways, no, I had marketing class as well. Let's go. And that one, so the final project was a STEMship, which is actually pretty cool. So it's like an internship kind of thing, but it's online, and so you get like a real world sort of experience, but through an online method. And so it was pretty cool and pretty short. So basically internships are like months long, right? But this one is in fact just a few hours, or depending on how extrinsic it is or detailed it is, it can take a long time. This one said up to 16 hours, only took me a few, but anyways, so math, management presentation, paper, project, and portfolio in Spanish, marketing, STEMship, and then we had 5 classes, so that's 4 classes right now. What was the freaking last class? Oh my goodness gracious, I'm forgetting. Okay. Oh, accounting, duh. And then we had the counting exam. So we had 5 exams we had to take. One was so basically there's a students testing center kind of thing, and so students will be able to go there to take the test, and some of them are online at your house, which is comfortable. But sometimes, for me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I really like taking tests in a location where you have to take tests, because it kind of puts my mind in the zone, like, hey, you have to focus here. When I'm at home, it kind of leads, it can kind of lead to like wanting to Google search things or wanting to use ChatGPT, and so it's just like getting rid of that like extra temptation, I guess you could say, of using the online resources, which in real life a lot of people will use, and that can be debatable, like whether you need to know the information or not, or you can just use Google or things like that to be able to gain the information later on, which so it depends. Knowing the information is good though. But yeah, so lots of stuff, lots of stress, lots of studying, things like that. Although you could say that for me, for example, that could have been easy, right? Because, hey, you're not in biology, you're not in these kind of things where you have to memorize, or you have to have all these terms to be able to just spit out of your brain. And so, yeah, or like you have to do like a 10-page essay. I didn't have to do that. I did like 5 or 6, right? So you could say it was easier on my sense, but still, for just saying, lots of tests, lots of studying is kind of hard. But hey, once this is all done, for some schools you're able to have breaks and things like that, and so now we get a 3-4 week break, hanging out with the bros, and getting some D&D stuff in. We're having fun, we're watching movies, going to things like that. It's just a good time, and now we don't have to stress about any homework or anything like that, and we're just vibing. So Is it worth it? I would say it's worth it. I feel really satisfied. I feel like I've completed a lot. These classes, that's probably the last math class I ever had to take in my whole life, you know? So it's hard, but it gives you that level of satisfaction, which really hits you sometimes, depending on who you are. But that's just me, my opinion, and yeah. See you later.